Academy Sports and Outdoors, the right stuff, the low price. Or is it? I went into Academy and it pretty much met my expectations because over the years I've heard many customers go in there and have had not the greatest experience in the world, got the wrong size shoe, got the wrong shoe, and then would come into our store, get actually sized, fitted, and evaluated based on what they're going to be using the shoes for, and then pretty much went from there. I wanted to get a better perspective of what I was dealing with as far as customers coming into the store because I haven't been to an academy in a long time. Like Dick's Sporting Goods, which if you haven't watched that episode of me reviewing that store, go check that out. The link will be in the description below. It was almost like I was clocking into work in a way because I was around people who were trying to find the best shoe customer wise, and I was just overwhelmed by how many options there were. And I can think many times customers would say, I just feel overwhelmed. Why did you bring me this many options? I don't know, man. I wish I didn't bring this many options either, but yet here we are. So I decided to go in there and checked out the entire shoe area to see what they had, and it was pretty much a sucker punch to the gut. They had a lot of Brooks, quite a bit of Asics, a few New Balance, and a lot of Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, a lot of those other brands that don't really focus on running specialty as much. A couple of them are trying, I think, to get back into the space, but yeah, I mean, there was a lot of options there. I was very surprised. They had a lot of UFOs, which are sandals. If you've never heard of those or tried those, I would definitely encourage you to at least try them on because it's a good house shoe to wear around, or at least to walk around if you're at the pool, at the lake, or if you're recovering from a like a surgery, an injury, something going on. It's something great to have on your feet if you like a softer materialed sandal. They also had some socks. They had, my God, they had so many cotton socks in the area of where like kind of the Crocs and the sandals were. I was just like flabbergasted. I'm like, guys, cotton is rotten. Remember that. The cotton socks may be a great price, but your body and your feet are going to hate you in the end. Don't do it. They had some future socks, which were poorly displayed, and Balegas as well, just like Dick's Sporting Goods. They just either don't care, they don't know how to stock things, or both. Nobody asked me if I needed help. I sat there for literally minutes on end, and I was just like, dude, this sucks. This doesn't feel like an experience that will make me want to come back. I'm watching other people in the shoes area try on the shoes, asking the partner or their spouse, significant other, advice on how the shoes feel and fit, really 10 to 12 minutes down the road. And those people there are trained and have your best interests in mind on how to help get you in the right shoe. That's what it's all about. But in here, it's pretty much just a free for all, come and go as you please. The sizes and the shoes basically are all right there. So it's kind of like a buffet for shoes in a way. Some of the stuff there was really low quality. Some of it was around the same stuff as what we carry in the store. But again, like I said in the last video, you will never know what the best option is for your foot unless you get evaluated for it. Now, if you go into a store and you don't have the best experience, that's one thing. But what we are trained to do at Bear Creek Running Company from the get-go, one of the reasons why we hire the kids and the people that we hire is because we want to give you the best possible experience that separates us from the rest, which is our smile on our face, listening to your wants and your needs, and getting as much information as possible so that we help guide you along in your fitness journey or in your health journey or your journey back to where you want to be. The thing about it too is that the employees aren't necessarily trained like we are. That's one of the negatives about it, is that if you go up to any of them, which were there were a few, there were more customers than employees, but they're probably not going to know. Like I was eavesdropping a little bit on one customer and employee interaction, and the lady just had no clue. I was just like, you clocked in, you have your uniform on, you have your walkie-talkies and your badge and all that, but it's like, you gotta know what you're talking about. People are looking to you to guide them along, and if you don't have a clue or at least can point them in the right direction of somebody who may know what they're talking about, then the customer's just gonna be lost and not know what to do. That was definitely the experience that I was expecting, but also at the same time, I hope if you have to go into one because there's no mom and pop shops, like Think about what you're going to be using the shoes for. At least do your homework beforehand so that when you go in there, at least you'll have a better idea of the selection, the type of shoes that are in there. Because not everybody knows what a stability or neutral shoe is, or motion control, or shoes that are better options for people who need orthotics or inserts that are thicker than others. The people who are in there employee wise aren't going to know. And it's just something that you want to keep in your back pocket and something that will help you along the way. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a huge thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know down in the comments where you want me to go to next. Until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.